No, sorry. So, I guess we are live. Hello, all lady rock stars, and a big welcome to you to this live training. Perhaps you are watching the replay. Never mind. We are going to give you some incredible value. We have Amy and Nicole here also. My name is Marita, and I guess you ladies, you are from the States, both of you, and I'm in Sweden. What cities are you in? Amy, where are you?
I'm in Fort Knox, Kentucky.
Oh yes, oh yes, I remember that. Fort Knox, isn't that something is always in the movies about the money something?
Yes, that is where the gold reserve is.
Ah,
So the main source of the United States gold is about a block from my house. It's
oh,
surrounded by a minefield, so I have a minefield between me and the freeway. I'm safe.
very good, very good. Sorry, I just had to go and mute myself on YouTube because I needed to check that I was on the right channel there. So yes, and we were very good. So have you actually seen the reserve?
You can drive by it. I have pictures of it, but they won't let you go in there. They have armed guards, and they get very agitated if you ask. Um, I would like to say that in my future, I will somehow see the inside, but saying that on a webinar probably isn't the safest idea. But it is true. I write stories about breaking in like some movie.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Very good. And Nicole, where are you? I mean, the other week, you were I don't know, hamburger place or lunch place or something. Are you at home
Uh,
today?
yes, I'm home today. I live in Michigan, and yeah, the other day I was actually traveling down to Kentucky, and on the other side of Kentucky from Amy. But I was at Panera Bread for lunch, and yeah, set up shop in there. So you this can be done anywhere. Absolutely. Anywhere that has Wi-Fi, you can go in, you can set up your computer, put your headphones on so everybody can't hear the whole conversation of what's going on. They can just hear you talking. And people do look at you a little bit funny, but if you're in a booth somewhere, like they can't see you. So it's good. Um, I've done these in coffee shops, different coffee shops. So I'm not afraid. I am not afraid to talk on the thing and have people look at me strange. Hey, you never know. Somebody might come up to you and ask you what you're doing, and there's a lead. You just,
Yeah,
it's a great
that's so
place to
smart.
sit and chat because they're going to wonder what you're talking about. So yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So yeah, being from Sweden, we hear about certain things. So Kentucky, we only know about the Kentucky Fried Chicken here. So I guess I could go to the beach and have a hangout there next week. We have had some really, really nice weather. It's like summer here, even though it's only May. So, well, enough chit chat. We have lots of value to share with you all today, and we are going to talk about how to talk to prospects, because that is something that you really need to get into your sort of bone, how to act and what to say and what attitude to take. And I know that Amy, she has a killer script that she will share with us today. And I'm really looking forward to that. I was hearing a little bit about it before, and I think you all should go for your notebooks, and I have it here. So, and take notes, because this is going to be something that you really can implement right away when you start a conversation with a prospect. So, Amy, would you be so kind to take the lead and tell us about how you are introducing yourself and the business to your prospects, please.
Absolutely. Um, I started pulling I started pulling away from posting a lot about the business because I wanted people to actually come and ask me. It gives me the chance to give them that first impression. When I found that I was posting about the business a lot and I didn't have as many people coming to me because first impressions are everything. So whatever they see, whatever link they see, whatever post they see, that is their first impression. When I quit posting about it and I just started posting about life, crazy videos of me in the car lip syncing, driving down the street, little things like that, like not too crazy, but like just one or two posts, I found that I had the people that were already on my list, all those people that we've been talking about cultivating and bringing in. I found that they were becoming curious. They were like, well, I thought she was with Brain Abundance, but I'm not quite sure what she's doing. And so they're coming to me and they're asking me. I found that I don't go out and prospect. I don't. They come to me. And it really helped. It helped my mindset because, well, I feel successful. I'm in demand. They want me, and I have what they need. So when they come to me, I already have that in my bones, like you said. I already feel that. One of the things, and I will read it to you, I got a message today from somebody, and it wasn't somebody that was on my friends list. It was just one of those people that just hop into your messages unannounced. And he says, I'll read it. He says, would you like to join a marketing business company called Wake Up Now, where you can make $600 to $2,500 a month along with other benefits? Well, when I look at that, I mean, he gives me everything that I don't want right there. Like instantly, I'm looking at this saying, I don't want this. Like, I just don't. I can make that snap judgment right there. If he's sending me messages like that, he's not successful. So I sent him a message and I said, hey, Eddie, that was his name. How is that working for you? I mean, not asking people about themselves. And I put a smiley face. I didn't want him to think I was being mean. I said, I honestly want to help you create the life you deserve. You should know the team I instruct doesn't teach not to form a relationship first with someone. We actually help people learn the art of social networking, and no one gets left behind. Everyone succeeds. My team is pretty rock star. Let me know when you're ready to change your life. Sure enough, he's asked me what it's about. So I told him to give me just a few minutes because we were logging into this. We were logging into our Hangout. Meanwhile, he sends me a message, bless his heart. He says, okay, if I join your company, will you join mine? Well, my response was, no, I am sorry. I'm a businesswoman and a successful one at that. I don't trade favors. When you're ready to make the money you know you deserve, then get back to me. So it's not somebody that's going to join me right now. But here's the thing. He's not successful. He's not making the money that he wants or deserves. He's not, because he's spamming people's inbox. Fact. Absolute fact. Give him a week or two. If I comment on some of his stuff, if I keep myself visible to him, I go and click like on his pictures, take that little bit of effort, that's all it'll take, is liking on his profile, then he will remember that conversation and he will in turn come to me. And then we can talk about what needs he has. I know that's really big, and Nicole's going to be talking about that today, figuring out what someone's needs are, because I'm here to tell you not every business is right for every person. I have people come to me and Brain Abundance isn't a right fit for them. Marketing's not a right fit for them. And I have a conscience. I don't want to sign up the world. So when you look at that, have a sense of confidence. You have a great team backing you. You have a fantastic team backing you. Every single one of us are going to go to bat for you. Know that in your heart, that you have people that are doing this, spending their afternoons not out talking to people, training you. So the next time you talk to somebody, remember that. You have a team. I know these two ladies would go to bat for me. So we're here for you. You just have to write this stuff down and do this and have the confidence. So, Nicole or Marita?
It takes some time because you have to unmute yourself because we don't want any background noises. I mean, that was just mind blowing. Really love that, Amy, because and like you say, you're a businesswoman. I really love that you're saying that because that is so true. And it's like our fearless leader says, don't treat this like a hobby. And if you are treating it like a hobby, you're not calling yourself a businesswoman, right? When you're serious about your business, then you call yourself a businesswoman. So I think that is a great distinction to make and to really make it within ourselves. That is so important, and I really think that is the kind of mindset we all have to have in order to succeed. So I really think that is awesome. And like we talked about last week, both me and Nicole, we said we were nervous, and I sometimes forget English words when I'm talking on live hangouts. And if you look certain and you sound certain, that is so important also. So this mixed together with this very, very good message that you sent to this guy, I mean, that is really something that will help you succeed in this. Very good. Thank you so much, Amy.
I'll copy and paste it where we post the replay of this. I suggest people put their own spin on it and not just copy paste it. It's pretty standard though. I mean, somebody could essentially just copy paste that, insert someone's name. But I'll post it what I said.
I think that is something good you said just there, because it is important to put your own twist on it, because when you do, it will come from you and you will be sort of congruent. You can't post something which sounds really smart. Like me, for instance, my English speaking and my writing is sort of sometimes not 100%. So if I'm copy and pasting a super message in English where there are no flaws, then I will not be very congruent the next time when I'm sort of continuing the conversation. So it's always best to rewrite it with your own words, but with the same spirit, like Amy said. Right? Awesome. What do you think, Nicole? That was great.
That was some great information. I hope you guys are taking notes. I hope everybody has a notebook out. If you are watching this right now, post in our ladies group that that you're here, that you are watching. I think we have one person on right now. I know that some of you can't be here, and some of you had appointments today, and that's okay. We're ladies. We have busy things going on, and I understand that. Just make sure that you come back and watch the replay when you can. Because this is some good nuggets here. I can't get over what Amy just said. It was funny, but it was true. It was true and right to the point. And you know, that's going to get people to think a little bit differently about throwing their links out there to people in their business opportunities, especially to us powerful women here, because we're going to just throw it right back at them and turn it right around. And you know, Amy's right. They might not join right now, but they're going to think about that message, and that message is going to be stuck in their head, and it's going to come up over and over and over again with them, and they're eventually going to.
Do you know where it came from, Nicole? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Okay.
But do you know where it came from? Is I saw so many people, like copying and pasting these messages, these ridiculous messages that people would send them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were actually calling these people out on the timeline. But I would never copy and paste and call somebody out for not knowing the appropriate way. And I thought, how horrible. These people haven't been, I fault someone for not knowing something. There's a lot of things I don't know. And how dare somebody treat me poorly because I don't know something? So why not be friendly and give them a little information and help them along? Marketing would be a much better place. Don't we all want it to be a better place? Sorry. Oh, tangent.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And, sorry, Nicole. I just came to think about something because there is a company who is promoting big time now, and I actually get lots of messages sounding just the same or in the same sort of spirit, and I get back to them and I say, are you perhaps within this company? And they say, yes, how did you know? And I say, well, it's sort of kind of this company-ish, sort of. So it's easy to notice. Okay, sorry. Now it's your time, Nicole. Sorry, we will not interrupt.
No. That's what we're here. I love this. I love this, being able to do this. This is awesome. Yeah, I just want to add on that too, Marita, because that is true. Like, you over time, the more messages that you get, the more you're catching on to, oh, that's this business. Oh, that's this business. Oh, that's this business, because they all use that same exact copy and pasted message. Nobody changes it up at all. Nobody, half the time it doesn't even have your name in there. They don't even say hello to you. It's just, this opportunity, such and such and such, is going to make you $1 million overnight. And I am so sick and tired of that too. And I'm so glad that Amy came up with this comeback to get it back at them. So, thank you. This is awesome. So, okay. Oh, wait. Why is that? Ooh, that's kind of scary. Okay. My computer was doing something funky there for a minute. I could see, like, my head was this big on there. Kind of freaked me out. Okay. So, anyways, what we wanted to talk about is talking to people and starting these conversations with people. Now you know how to, turn it around on the people that are sending you messages. But how do you get people to send you messages? Okay, you have to start building your rapport with people. That's what our syndication group is for. And like I said on Tuesday night training from the Global Power team, you guys need to syndicate. You need to get in there. You need to use this group. That's what it's there for. There is, I think, 200 and some people. Would we say 200 and I don't remember what the number was. 200 and something people in there, and there is the same 10 to 15 people every single day that are doing this. The rest of them are not. And can you imagine if we had even half of those people, even 100 people in there syndicating every day? We're going to get 100 comments, 100 likes on all of our posts. You know what that's going to do for the eyes that are going to see it? Especially if we're posting our ad or post in a group, in a different group other than on your timeline or in a group that you own, some other group that you belong to, and you post it in there. And that is, there's some of these groups that I belong to that have over 100,000 people in them. 100,000 people. Okay. That's cool, Amy. Just turn your camera off if you need to. Oh.
Not yet. Not yet. Just maybe.
Okay. So that's going to open up a whole different world for you guys to be, connecting with different people, and that's what you want to do. And like Amy said, you don't want to throw your link out there to people because everybody's doing that. There is links all over Facebook. It looks like a big spam fest and it looks ridiculous. So we don't want to do that. We want to post ads that are going to bring value, that are going to help somebody, that are going to give a tip or a trick about something that is working for you. It could be something little. It doesn't matter what it is. Just something that people are going to comment on, that are going to like on, that are going to say, wow, I've never thought of it that way. I've never looked at it from that view. One of my posts from today was about the color, your psychology color. I posted the link to where it was located at on a website somewhere, and then I post, what is your color? I don't remember what the whole thing said, but it's a pretty interesting article on the psychology of colors and what they mean, and what your favorite color would mean. And I just think that, something like that is awesome. And I got a ton of comments on it and a ton of interaction with that. And so, it doesn't have to be about your business all the time, you guys. It has to, you want people to follow you. You want people to come to you. And so that's you're trying to attract that. And by throwing your links out there and talking about your business all the time, you're not going to attract the kind of people that you want to work with. You want somebody that has heart and soul, somebody that's going to help other people, because that is how we duplicate our business. And I've learned the hard way. I've been doing this for a long time, and I used to do the same exact thing. I used to throw my links out there. I used to, post everything about my business because I thought that's what we were supposed to do because that's what everybody else is doing. But that is not working at all. And just posting ads on Facebook is not going to get you anywhere. You have to have conversations with people. And so, I think that reaching out and getting them to follow you is a good start at that. And then what to say to them once you get them to friend request you, you just want to send them a simple message. You want to make sure when you get the friend request first that it's somebody that's legit, because you're going to get a bunch of spammers. You want to go to their profile, click on their profile before you even accept the request. Make sure that they're a legit person. See if they have mutual friends with you. It's okay if they don't. Make sure that they have friends, because I've gotten some really weird profiles where I'm not sure if they're new people that just created a profile, or if it's a fake profile where they have like maybe 2 pictures on there. They are friends with maybe 5 people. They have nobody following them. And sometimes when you scroll down to the bottom, it usually says when they joined Facebook, but these last couple that I have don't say when they joined. And so I think they're fake profiles. So I was like, okay. So I just kind of delete them and I move on to the next one. So do your homework. Find out what business they're in. Find out if they have a family. Find out, what is going on their Facebook wall. Usually you can see just from that what kind of a person they are. And then send them a message. Just, hello, thanks for the friend request. I really liked your cover photo. Or I see that you're in such and such a business. How is that going for you? And, and just build the conversation from there. Ask a question so they have to respond back to you. In the very first message. Don't make it a long message. Make it just a short and sweet message of thank you, and something that they have to respond back. It doesn't really matter what it is. So that's all I really have right now, Marita.
Well, that's not only, that's really, really, I mean, it sounds so simple, and it is, but if you really follow this advice, it is really strong advice. So don't be fooled that it sounds simple, that it has to be complicated, because that what Nicole just shared was really awesome. I was thinking about a few things, and let me see if I can recall them now. And that is that, well, there are a few things. Like you said about the color thing, you must remember that a lot of marketers, they do this all day, so they really need something special, something fun, something extraordinary to do also. And what you want them to say and think for themselves is that when you post something, it should sort of create a good feeling in them, and they should say for themselves, I like her, or I like him, or I like that. Because any good feeling they have when they see your posts, really, really great. Because we've said it before, and that is that people don't join businesses, they join people. So that is really a great thing to do. Another thing which I was thinking about, and that is, I saw a guy which I really respected, and suddenly he started to post an awful lot of messages all day long, a lot of shared quotes. And I was thinking, first I was thinking, oh, that's nice, oh, that's nice, oh, what a nice post, what a nice quote. And then I was thinking, my God, doesn't he have anything better to do? So let's not get crazy posting and sharing quotes either. So there need to be a balance. I don't know. Depending on what you are doing, you could always report to the world what you are doing, or what you are feeling, or what's happening. But don't get crazy posting, sharing other people's posts. So that's one thing. And then I wanted to say something else, but that was a few minutes ago, so I don't remember.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump in for a second of what Marita just said about not getting crazy with your posts. I think a good thing to do is don't post more than 2 different things on your actual wall each day. As far as you posting something on there, don't do any more than 2.
Okay.
Because then it just gets too overwhelming for people, I think, and then they don't want to follow you, and they don't want to pay attention to what's going on there if you're like constantly getting a notification every time somebody posts in there. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
absolutely. I think I do more than 2, because I wake up before you guys do. So when
right,
you
and it's
start,
I've noticed,
spread them out.
right. I've noticed when I go, like when I'm going to someone's page to see if I want to follow them or friend them, if I see like 18 posts, I'm like, I don't know. If I just, it's a whole lot. Clearly they have way too much time. They have way too much time. I said that, I will friend them because they have too much time. They are not as successful as they want to be. If you post 1 or 2 and it gets a whole lot of attention, that is so much better than having 18 posts with only 1 or 2 comments. Having one really, even if you only posted one day, but it has like 47 comments and 87 likes, that is so much better, because that means you're posting content, but you're out there talking to people. You're out there developing relationships with these people. You shouldn't have time to post 100 times a day. You shouldn't.
Absolutely.
yeah, I think that's great advice. But this is for the personal wall. When it comes to your fan page, if you are building a fan page, you need to post more often, because otherwise Facebook will not show it to enough amount of people. So I've seen a very good gentleman, very well known. He posts like, I don't know, 5 or 6 times a day, And I've tried this on my Swedish coaching page, and I can see that my posts are getting more exposure when I post more frequently. So, but when it comes to your personal, yes, indeed. Very good, very good. So, should we talk about, like the thing that Amy started out with? That was great advice. And by the way, that's what I wanted to say, because we know when people are really copying and pasting, sometimes I even get English messages from people in Sweden. They have actually not taken the time to look where I'm from, and they are copying and pasting English messages to me. So, I think that is just, sort of. Yeah, so pay attention to what you are writing. Like we have said before, there are many ways on how you can start a conversation. I usually, when I get a friend request, I always send them a message. Not very often do I get a response, because sometimes I think they just want to add you as friend and that's it. I don't know. But I go and see how many friends we have in common, and I sort of thank them for the friend request. I say, nice to meet you. I can see that we have 55 friends in common. Are we perhaps within the same business? And by doing that, they will tell me, perhaps, yes, I'm in BA. And that is good, because then I immediately can go and put them into my category for brain abundance colleagues. And if they are not, well, then I have suddenly, all from the start, started talking about business. And you can do that, and you sort of feel each other out, and but you must also mix in questions about where they're living and if they are doing this full time. I usually lead with that I live with my family in Sweden, and ask them where they live. So I think that is a good way to start. I don't send too lengthy messages in the beginning. I sort of just introduce myself. All right, so we have the form. Should we talk about the form method? F for, are you with me? Are we going to do this together, the form?
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of like what you were just saying, about how when you're talking about people, or talking to people about how to, get the conversation flowing, with the form. So go ahead.
F is for family.
Yes.
O is for occupation. R is for recreation. And M is for motivation. I think I got it right. I have it in my head only. So family, that's what I tell them, that I live in Sweden with my family, and I usually say that I have two dogs. I usually say that I have two funny dogs, or cute dogs, or lively dogs, or something to lighten things up a bit. And very often people have dogs, so they will reply that they have dogs also, and suddenly have sort of an interest in common. So family and where you live is a great thing. Weather is also, so it should be, the form should have a W at the end, because weather is something that you always can talk about. So the occupation, sometimes I start with it because I ask if we are in the same business. But otherwise, you can ask them if they have not a job. I usually ask them if they have a career going on outside internet. So by saying that they have a career, I'm not saying that they have a job, just over broke thing going on. I give them sort of, I think it's giving them some sort of credit that they have a career going on, not just they are poor and need to have a job also. So I think that is a distinction I make, at least. So the occupation is really good, and you can ask them questions about how long have they been a marketer, if they enjoy it, and so forth. So that is great. Recreation is something what they do for fun, and I usually use the oh, sorry, these words are very difficult. recreation as a Friday message. I always ask people if they have any plans for the weekend, if they are going to do something fun with the family or something special, etc. And I share something what I will be doing, because you don't want to ask questions all the time. You want to tell them also what you are doing. So perhaps I'm not doing something very special, but I can always say that I'm going for a long walk with the dogs, or that I'm going to work, but I will put in time to spend time with my family, or anything. You need to show them that you are human and that you have a life. Perhaps you are working long hours at the computer, but I'm sure you're doing something that you can share. And if it doesn't sound so interesting, well, tweak it a bit, and even if you don't think your life is so interesting, perhaps other people think that it is. And motivation, I don't know about motivation. I sort of don't get to that. Do you often talk about motivation, girls?
I try to motivate them to sign up with me. Does that count?
Their motivation, though, could be like their why. I
Right.
asked them what got them into network marketing, because a lot of times motivation gets tied in with family. A lot of people, like, they do it for their family. So you can find out what makes a person tick by just their motivation. That's me.
Yeah, the other
But
thing you
yeah, I like that. Why they got started is that is a great question. I think motivation. I talk about motivation since I am a personal life coach, and then motivation is really something I deal with all the time. But I have a problem asking people what they are motivated by, or why their big why, or their big, I don't know what the latest thing I heard was desperate why, or I don't know what it was. Anyway, so I think that is great to find the motivation in asking what got them started in the first place. Like that one.
I think after you go through the form part and you get to the motivation part, you already have built that relationship with them. You've already talked to them about what they do, about what they do for fun, about their family. So you can kind of take all of that and figure out from there what actually motivates them to get up in the morning and do what they have to do. You can figure out where they want to be. What are their goals? Um, and kind of play off of that, of what their goals are. You can ask them a simple question of, where do you see yourself in a year from now? You know, or where do you see yourself in 5 years from now doing what you're currently doing? Are you working towards a bigger goal, or are you happy and comfortable where you're at right now? And kind of go from that. And then they're going to tell you. You want to ask a question, and they're going to tell you, no, I am at the bottom of the bottom barrel here, and I'm not happy where I'm at. I'm not making money with my company. Usually they tell you that in the first sentence you talk to them, so you know that they're struggling. um, and just kind of reiterate that. Well, what are you looking for in a business? What you know what is the big thing that would change your outlook on what you're currently doing to, I guess you could say, are you open to other income opportunities? Or, something along those lines. I don't know how that sounds. I'm just kind of winging it here.
Yeah.
But something
But
along
that's so true, Nicole, because you need to take it in each conversation and take it from there. Absolutely. So I think that is a great thing to do. And I think that in the beginning it's hard to find the right words, but that is probably because you are afraid that they will ask you questions which you cannot answer. So if you keep on the form about the family, occupation, recreation, motivation, then you don't have to answer questions about the business. So that is a good thing if you don't feel all that sure about the compensation plan or the product or anything like that. So forming relationships is really great. And remember that the timing must be perfect for anybody to join your business. And sometimes people need to see a certain message for like 10, 12 times before they join. Not everybody's like me joining immediately something. So you must give them time. I know I spoke to a lady the other week, and she gave me a proposition. She was talking about an opportunity I was not interested in joining, and she said, it was nice talking to you. Now I must unfriend you. Goodbye. And I said, what? I said, why? And she said, those are the rules with this company I'm working with. If people say no, we immediately unfriend them, and that's it.
So she has what, 3 friends?
And I said,
Wow.
okay.
I
Yeah.
want to know what company that is.
I don't even remember what it was, so I was shocked.
Oh my.
Yeah, so you must remember that people might need more time to be certain that they, because you must remember that a lot of the online marketers, they have tried this company and that company and that company, as have I, and this didn't work and that didn't work and those went bust and those didn't pay, and you know. So there are all sorts of companies. So naturally, a lot of marketers are a bit suspicious. And when you come along with a great company like Brain Abundance and you have a super compensation plan, I mean, you have fabulous support in the entire group. That is amazing. And you start talking about how good everything is, well, people can get a little bit suspicious. So because they are not used to everything being so good, or if everything is that good, well, it might not be for real. So you really need to find a way to to add your credibility to the thing, and that is where the your wall, your profile is so important, and that you are syndicating and you get people to like and comment on your posts, because it is a known fact that if other people like you, then more people will like you. And what is so amazing is that when people start syndicate and they write all those things, nice things about you, you really get very happy. And when you get happy, you sort of start showing another part of yourself, and you write more freely. Instead of if you are sitting alone and you are writing just for yourself and you see that 1 or 2 people like the post, I mean, you can get, I don't know what it's called in English, but some sort of writing cramp or something.
Writer's cramp? Yeah.
Yeah. But when people like your posts and make you really look like a nice person, you sort of become this nice person which you are inside. So that is so important. Okay, time flies, and who knew I can talk so much? All right.
I want to add one thing.
Yeah,
add one thing,
absolutely.
and that is leverage your team and your sponsor. Leverage that. You may be just starting out. You know, my story is I failed in marketing. Like, I failed big time. I crashed and burned. It was ugly. What changed was me and my perspective. And once I actually spoke to somebody and said, hey, you know what? I have this great team. And you have me. It's not just about the team. It's about you. So, you know, leverage your team. Leverage you, that you are going to give them support, that you want to see them, that one person, and it will get better. It will get a lot better. Financially, I'm not where I want to be yet, but you know what? I'm talking to a lot of people every day, and I'm confident, and so I can actually see where my future is going. And that's what we want for you guys, is we want you to see where your future is going. So, sorry. Got off on a whole other little thing here.
I'm going to add one more thing to that, too. You know, use your upline, use your teammates. That's what everybody is here to work together. Get us on three-way calls. Get us on Google Hangouts. Get us on Skype. It doesn't matter how you connect. Just, you know, face-to-face or on the phone conversation with somebody is going to make that one little tiny bit of difference from them saying yes or no. And I can guarantee you that if you get them on the phone and you start showing them that you care about them and you want to help them succeed, they are going to feel that, and they are going to get that, you know, attention that you're giving them, and they're going to want to join you. They're going to want to be a part of your team. So definitely reach out to all of your people, all of your pre-enrollees, all of the people that you're talking to and connecting with. Try to get them on a phone. Ask them, you want a Skype call? You know, would you rather a Skype call than typing on here? Would you rather or a Google Hangout, or I can give you a phone call? Whichever you would like to do. I give them a choice. That is one of the messages that I send as well when I'm talking to people. So, yeah, definitely connect with people. It's the best way to get them to sign up with you. So, back to you, Marita.
That's awesome. You know, I don't know if I told just those ladies or everybody that I was out biking before, because Brain Abundance and the Brave Fuel Plus has given me so much energy. So I have to do a lot of exercise now. So I'm really warm after this training. So and this warm weather here now, I don't know if it's going to be thunder or something. So I'm really warm, and I think we have gone on for 50 minutes. So I'm happy to wrap it up. And if you have anything, you know, any last things to share with the ladies, which is more than one for the record. It's only one active in the group, but we have several watching on the channel. So, and I guess the other ones will be watching the replay. So, anything you want to share as a finish punchline or finish line, or what you say in English?
I think I'm good. I think we had a lot of good information today, ladies. Good stuff. So everybody that's watching, make sure you get your notebooks out when you're watching the replay, because you're definitely going to, you know, want to take some notes. You might have to watch this a couple times.
And Amy, you are going to give us the thing you had in writing, okay? Mm-hmm. And let's post it in. We can post it in our. We have resources in our files area, and we can post it there to keep it and save it. So, and remember, ladies, that we also have on in our group, we have a great link to a schedule where you find all the important dates and times of both this hangout and the corporate calls and everything. So it's there in the group also for your convenience. All right, if you don't have anything more to say, I want to thank everybody for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here with us today. We hope you got a lot of value and a few laughs out of this. I sure enjoyed myself. You are awesome, Amy and Nicole. Thank you so much. And next week we can tell you that we will be happy to have anybody on the panel with us if you have anything to share, or just if you need you know, any training on how to make a hangout. That's also perfect. All right. Thank you so much, ladies, and thank you for watching. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.